Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Season 3 PPTQ here at GameSwap Mason, brought to you by Top Deck Productions. We are in the top 4 of our
we're about to see some
of our top 8. So we had 7 rounds of Swiss with a cut to top 8. This is the second. This is the top 4 of the top 8, and the winner of the top 8 will get an invite to the RPTQ. So we've got Justin Gebing versus Billy Comminos, 2 players we saw in the Swiss, duking it out here. And the winner of this match gets to go to the finals. Billy Comminos is on the play, which is going to be really important because if he can get game 1, he'll be on the play for game 3. That's how it works.
That's really pessimistic attitude.
Well, hey man, look, Jeskai has like a pretty good matchup here, I've heard. Like, I don't know if playing a ton of removal spells, Cryptic Command, and Board Wipe is good against a creature-based deck, but we're about to find out. If Billy can slog his way through this, I think he's earned the invite. Next round, he gets to play against Elves.
Ooh,
pretty sure. Pretty sure we're gonna see Alex get Alex thinks he's gonna get slaughtered this round. Armor folk player, but we'll confirm that. Top 4 of the top 8. That's right. And that's what we got going on here.
These 2 vials and a cavern are going to be real good.
Well, they would be if Billy didn't also have 2 lands in his hand, and I think he drew another land.
That's true also. But
yeah, I think he's got 3 lands in his hand.
But these counterspells in Justin's hand are going to be useless.
So here he is drawing a card on turn 3 with his land. Now he's got some stuff.
That's the good stuff.
This is not a great start from Billy. His opener was probably fine, but I don't like this.
This field, I think, is going to do a lot of work.
So we're going to see a champion of the parish enter the battlefield at the end of Justin's turn, thanks to our old pal Aether Vial. And we're going to go to Billy's untap step and tick this one up to 2. And how about the other one? The other one won't go up to 3. No, that one's going to stay on 2. Okay, well, that's another land for Billy. So sometimes humans floods. It plays 19 lands, 4 Aether Vials, and 4 Noble Hierarchs. So it has a lot of mana sources.
Yeah, for sure. These vials are going to do a lot of work against what's essentially a counterspell deck. You know,
yeah, but you know what would do a lot of work? Actual creatures.
This is true as well. He does need creatures in order for these vials to be good.
All right, I think we're going to see Athalia's Lieutenant come into play here. Then we're going to path that in response. Come on, you don't have anything to say about that path, Billy. Come on.
He can do nothing about it.
Yeah.
This deck is famously unreactive.
What? Humans?
Yeah.
It's a pretty reactive deck.
I mean, like, they don't have removal or counterspells.
Hey man,
they're very proactive.
It's proactive, but like the Aether Vial being able to flash things into play, let you do reactive stuff, like putting in a Reflector Mage.
Yeah. To
bounce a creature in combat. Also, if someone taps out and you put in Athalia, so like let's say Justin has 2 lands and he plays Lightning Helix, and you put in Athalia, it counters it because it can't pay the other one.
You're saying if they cast a Lightning Helix,
yeah,
and then they vial in Athalia, you're saying they have to pay 1 more for Lightning Helix?
I'm pretty sure.
No, because the Lightning Helix is already on the stack.
I'm pretty sure.
No.
You can copy a. So there is there is something that I know. If you cast.
Yeah, that's just not how the stack works.
That's just wrong. Okay, well.
If it's already cast and already.
What is the thing? What is the thing? Okay.
Thalia, if you have to.
There I am getting attacked on chat. My apologies. I've just heard of this trick that you can do with Phantasmal Image, where the Phantasmal Image copies the Thalia, and one of the Thalia dies, and then they have to pay 1 more. Because there's another Thalia. Yeah, it didn't make sense to me either when I heard it. I'm like, oh, that's amazing.
You might be thinking of Thalia on a suspended card.
I have no idea.
Like if a Rift Bolt comes off as suspended, there's a Thalia, you have to pay 1.
No, I have no idea.
Okay, Robert's pointing out that you can, with a miracle trigger on the stack for a miracle card.
That's not what I was talking about. I'm mistaken. And we're just gonna move on. So here's a Teferi getting cast, and Justin gets to untap.
Mm-hmm. That's what Teferi does. He untaps lands, draws cards, does all sorts of stuff. Those are the big ones.
Okay.
So does Billy just want to go, straight at Justin here, or does he want to take out that Teferi? Can he kill Justin before the Teferi matters?
Yeah, that's the question here. Probably.
Oh, that's a Teferi, he says. Path the Reflector Mage. Wouldn't it be cool if you could vial in, or wouldn't it be cool if you could Reflector Mage your own Reflector Mage? Like
yeah, I think yeah. I've heard of people. Now that's something that I know doesn't work.
I know, yeah, it doesn't work, but wouldn't that be neat? You could save.
Oh boy,
save your removal.
Yeah, I've heard people wanting to use the Reflector Mage to bounce their own Thalia's Lieutenant to replay it.
Yeah,
for value.
You can't do that. Unfortunately, that'd just be neat to be able to save your own creatures like that.
Okay.
You'd have to deal with the downside of not being able to play it the next turn, but who knows. Yeah, so we're copying the Thalia's Lieutenant with the Phantasmal Image.
That's right.
That's going to be big power on the board there.
And Justin's just over here. Well, he's got Wrath of God. He's got a couple more lands. I think I see a Cryptic Command in there. It's going to bother me. I'm really going to want to know what I was thinking about with that Thalia trick. I know there's something, but it didn't make sense to me when I heard it either. It's okay. You live and you learn.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you were thinking about, but
yeah, I'm not either. It didn't really make sense. And here we see the Wrath of God and a search. Does it really? Does the Rav set have Masterpiece Planeswalkers? Is that confirmed?
I don't know, man. Robert says it, but he could just be drunk, so you never know.
Really?
I'm interested. You caught my interest. I'd like to see what these Planeswalkers are.
Huh. Okay. Okay. Well, there you go. They were going to bring back Masterpieces at some point.
Do we know like what they are yet, or do we just know that they're going to be there? Robert.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's a question for Robert. Ooh. He sent us a link. Yeah, Rob, don't play with me, man. I'm with you.
Those could just be mock-ups. I'd like to see the confirmation of this. That would be pretty cool.
Karn Liberated, I'm going to be pumped because then I don't have to buy foil packs.
That's right. That's right. Look at you.
Then if I like them, I'll buy the Masterpiece ones. It's like Justin's digging with Ascanta here.
Yep.
For Lightning Bolt. Card's really good in this matchup. Kills the humans.
So good he wanted another one. He's got one in hand.
Yeah, why wouldn't you want another one?
I don't know. I want to play 7 of them in the same game. And now we see Colin A closing the game.
Man, I'm like saltier now than ever that my phone's dead and I can't look at these sweet Planeswalkers.
You can't charge your phone?
I don't have a charger like with me.
Well, there you go.
I ain't charging my car on the way home. That's not good enough. I need my fix, man. I need my fix of spoilers. And step as Canta activation. So this is kind of where this matchup is going. We're just
Billy's just falling further and further behind. Justin's just getting cards. It's insurmountable at this point. Justin
getting a phone call. And then
Billy only has the cards that he pretty much starts out with and then draws each turn, whereas Justin is able to just get ahead, and he's already dealt with all of Billy's cards. So these are all just extra. We see the Celestial Colony beats, which is a 5-turn clock, and I wouldn't be surprised if at some point we get maybe a Snapcaster Mage or Vendilion Click to add to that, just to expedite the process. And then we've got these 2 Lightning Bolts. I think I even see a Lightning Helix in there, and there's another Lightning Helix. So Justin's able to expedite the process at his leisure, you know, if he sees fit, especially with that. That's a Scalding Tarn, right? That one that he just played?
Yeah, the one toward the left, that's a skull.
Okay, if you say so.
That's what it is.
You said it earlier, so I'm going to take your word for it. From here, I couldn't tell. That could easily be a Steam Vents.
Ooh, are we about to see Reflector Mage Vial in? Yeah, get him.
Yeah, that's how it's
now
done.
He can't cast that spell next turn.
Yeah, okay.
He already played a land this turn, too. I think he's deciding whether... okay, he wants to tap it for mana. We're going to Lightning Helix. Okay, we're going to Lightning Helix Billy. Justin's just going to try and close this game.
That can be risky. Finally, out of a non-future site. Was it? Yeah, it was Future Sight and Modern Masters.
Yeah, I was in Modern Masters.
Sure.
So we know Justin has, and we saw him with the 2 Lightning Bolts and Lightning Helix. He just has the game in his hand.
Yeah.
He did just cast Lightning Helix, but did we see him get another one? Once you see so many duplicates, you just kind of lose track.
Yeah, like Billy got pretty flooded pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I think he had like 3 lands, 2 vial, 2 creatures in his opener, and then just drew lands. Like it didn't seem like a great opener.
Lightning Bolt, and he's just gonna show him the Helix.
I do that too sometimes. Like here, I'm just gonna show you.
That's good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, Billy just didn't see spells as much as he saw lands.
Yeah, Humans plays 19 lands, but they also have 2 Noble Hierarchs and 4 Aether Vials, so they can definitely get flooded. I mean, it happens, dude. Like anyone can get flooded.
Let's look at some sideboarding here.
Yeah.
So Justin's running back a big old 1-of sideboard. He's got 3 2-ofs and a whole bunch of 1-ofs. You got 2 Stonies, 1 Baneslayer, 1 Elspeth Sun's Champion, 1 Click, 1 Wear Tear, 1 Negate, 2 Dispel, 1 EE, 2 Celestial Purge, 1 Staticaster, 1 Ceremonious Rejection, and 1 Runed Halo. I'm thinking maybe Baneslayer Angel is going to be really good here.
Why not?
Because it just kills everything. Like, what's Billy gonna... He has to Reflector Mage. He can't attack through it.
Yeah.
Can't kill it.
It's kind of funny.
Engineered Explosives is going to be nuts.
And then Billy's probably taking out Reflector Mage. I mean, what's he going to Reflector Mage?
Oh, yeah. Why would he keep in Reflector Mage?
It's great.
Is the Staticaster going to be great?
Is the Staticaster's a house?
That's probably it. I mean, you got the 1 EE.
You can Celestial Purge Kitesco Freebooter or Mantis Rider.
Well, it does say...
It's red or exile target red or black permanent.
Red or black permanent. That might be worth it. I don't know. I think it's still worse than like the
Vendilion Click maybe to speed up the clock.
Maybe like
Elspeth because
all of the
reasons.
In Justin's deck already hits everything.
So like
and the path has next to 0 downside.
Justin's got to get these. He's got to get the counter spells out. The non cryptic command counter spells out of his deck. Like, what is it? It's the double blue one.
Double blue counterspell?
Yeah.
Deprive.
No, shut up. Where is it? It's on here. I always forget what it's called. Logic Knot. Yeah, he's got to get the Logic Knot out of his... yeah, he's got to get the Logic Knot. See, look, Purge is great.
Purge is great.
Okay, so out of Billy's deck, we got 2 Gaddock, 2 Damping Sphere, 2 Reclamation Stage, 2 Red Champion, 2 is Staticaster, 3 Sin Collector, a Kataki War's Wage, and a Campbell. So I see him bringing in Gaddock, Sin Collector, and Campbell. That's 6 cards. We get to take out the 2 Reflector Mage. And maybe Noble Hierarch, because you already have Vials. He's playing against a Path deck.
Caverns plus Safer Vials.
Yeah.
Yeah, those cards seem good.
This guy wants him to bring in Kataki.
At the very least, we're gonna get Sin Collector and Combo in, and he can just clean swap those out for his 4 Reflector Mage. But I wouldn't be surprised to see the Teagues as well. The Teague is better against blue-white control than it is Jeskai, so he doesn't necessarily have to bring those
But
in.
it does just shut off the logic knots and cryptic commands.
Okay, I was speculating earlier. Justin's sweeper configuration. It's just a Wrath of God and a Supreme Verdict. No
Day of Judgment.
Day of Judgment, which I have seen. I have seen a 1/1 and 1.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I have seen 1/1 and 1. But yeah, we're gonna get Engineered Explosives, Baneslayer, Celestial Purge, good stuff.
Yeah, I think the logic knots are probably coming out. The Teague is probably still okay.
Yeah, the Teague's fine. He just needs to find 6 cards to cut. That's all. That's all I'm getting at. I see four painfully obvious ones, and then from there it's just trimming. I could see him maybe cut 1 of each of a couple of things. The rest of these cards seem fine though.
For sure.
Auroch Champion. Huh. I guess he just wanted a threat that Justin's gonna have a hard time dealing with. I don't hate it.
He can't bolt it, but he can.
He can path it and block it with Snapcaster Mage if it wants to get frisky. This is why I don't really like this line. Like you can do that with Core Firewalker out of the burn deck. It's the same deal, but I'm not in love with it. I mean, sure they have a difficult time dealing with it, but it's not impossible to deal with. So yeah, I think we're seeing overboarding here. I would really like to see what that means. He brought in potentially 8 cards, and I don't know what extra place that he would take out. Rushlinger, thank you for the follow. We appreciate it. It keeps the stream going and growing strong.
It looks like our boy Alex Khan is up a game in his other match.
Oh, wow. Alex taking down Elves with Merfolk. That's something. That's something. 1 game, but that's a big deal. That's a big deal. That's big ups to Alex. He thought it was going to be a slaughter. He did beat the Elf player in the Swiss, but that's that doesn't mean. Yeah,
it doesn't necessarily.
If he can run it back, I like his odds against either one of these like pretty well. A lot better than
sure.
Yeah, so there are a number of different ways this can go. I think we're going to see Justin take this down, and then Justin gets to play against either Elves or Merfolk in the finals. It'll be an interesting one for you.
I'm really curious to see how much work this Auroch champion is going to do.
Fallen Poet, 112. Thank you for the follow. We appreciate it. Keeps the stream going and going and growing strong.
You okay, buddy?
I'm fine. It's been a long day.
Stroke?
No, it's just been a long day. We've been doing this for almost like 10 hours, dude.
Yeah, kinda. It's been about. We've been here for about 10 hours. We haven't been on camera for 10 hours.
We've been doing this. We've been going a while.
The tournament started almost an hour late.
Yeah.
It's only been 9 hours. No big deal.
That's right.
We've been live for 10 hours, but that doesn't mean like we were live when the tournament was supposed to start, and then yeah, we did some pregame action, and then 7 rounds of Swiss. We had 66 players. We had 66 players. We were 2 over a nice clean 6-round tournament, and now we're in our top 8. This is the top 4. Of the top 8.
Of the top 8, that's right.
Not to be confused with the other top 4. McLovin94, that's an old reference.
Hey, sometimes there's just a top 4, dude. Sometimes there's just a top 4.
Well, thanks for the follow anyway. Zach didn't
we appreciate it. We do. We appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. It keeps the stream going and growing strong.
Hey, you did it right this time.
Yeah, because that's what it does.
Yeah, it does. The Legend 27. Dude, if somebody named the Legend 27 subscribes in the next like 5 minutes, I'll go out there and I'll just smack one of the guys playing. I'll just smack him in the back of the head.
No, you won't.
You're right. I won't do that.
What's that one?
What's what one?
What's the one they just played? That could be anything.
The one next to the EE?
Yeah.
That's a flooded strand.
That's a flooded strand?
Yeah.
I guess.
Look, man, if you know what they look like, then you know what they look like.
I just don't. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the expeditions. I think they're terrible for coverage. It's a flooded strand. Okay, well, there you go.
Mm-hmm. Like, you probably don't know what every card from Antiquities looks like either.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same thing. If you just don't know what it looks like.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't know what it looks like. I know what the new flooded strand looks like.
The Nationals promo?
Yeah.
Those are sweet.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that track from Mario Kart.
Yeah. It kind of looks. The little like rock formation in the back of the flooded strand. It looks kind of like the beach on that one Halo map. That's like really iconic. That I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, it's so iconic. You don't remember what it's called.
Well, I remember playing on it when I was younger, but
Sure.
I just like never remember what it was called.
Yeah, man. Oh, this is great. Both of these guys have 4 lands and no permanents yet, but
Yeah,
a
man.
nice little middle of the battlefield.
I
It's
think
empty.
this board state indicates that Justin is doing better
Yeah.
than Billy.
Neither one of them have a lot of cards in their hand. See, Justin's had to use a lot of his resources. See, that's the thing about the Jeskai deck. The difference between the Jeskai deck and the white-blue control deck. I've always felt like white-blue always has a million cards. None of them might do anything.
But they always have cards.
But they always have like 6 cards, 5 or 6 cards. But the Jeskai deck, you can actually like work your way through all of them because they're bolts, they're helices, they're they're card draw. You can actually like work your way through a lot of those cards, especially if you keep applying pressure. But the white blue control deck, it doesn't seem to matter. They just always have a full grip. They might just all be blanks given the situation.
Mm-hmm. Here's a Field of Ruin. Field of Ruin is real good against humans. Plays 1 usually, sometimes 2 basics. I think they're all moving toward the 2 basic plan at this point. But there's already one of them out, so that first Field of Ruin is gonna, take them off of 4 colors from that one land, and then the second Field of Ruin that he sees is just gonna be a wasteland with upside. So this first one's gonna be, less impactful. What's up, humans? Humans is actually down a game.
That's right.
Yeah, that was bad. You're right. It has been 10 hours. I'm feeling it.
Just have to have Justin breaks for the next 4 turns. No problem.
Do we know what the meddling mage named? Probably Verdict. Named V-Click. Interesting. Vendilion Click. What do you think about that?
That's the card in Justin's hand. So he named it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Attacking for 2. Yeah, that static cash is gonna start pinging boys down.
So the lists for this tournament are available on our website,
Or at least will be probably tomorrow.
at topdeckproductions.com. Thanks, Johnny, for the follow. We appreciate it. Keeps the stream going and growing strong.
There was at least one Jun deck in the Swiss here. They didn't do very well that I'm aware of.
Yeah, as our boy Michael Farrell, he did the classic 03 drop, and then went home.
Yep, classic 03 drop. It's our team name. Top deck is our setup here is at GameSwap in Mason, Ohio. This tourney is happening in the same place, GameSwap Mason, Ohio.
Yeah, and we're located at 1065 Reading Road, Mason, Ohio, in the northern suburbs of Cincinnati. It's we got a really great shop here. We stream Tuesday through Friday, and then when we have little tournaments like this, so this one wasn't so little. When we have tournaments like this on the weekends, we'll stream those too. And
So this
yeah, so if
second,
you're ever in the area, you should come and check us out.
this second mage here looks like it's coming down on Snapcaster Mage,
That's fine.
which is not terrible. You've listed 2 of their flash threats. So he's got 1 snap in hand, 1 click in hand. Looks like a cryptic command as well.
He's at 4. I'll go to 3.
And we're gonna fetch. Justin's gonna go to 3. And he can't Staticaster the he can't Staticaster or block the Auroch champion. That's something. Isn't that
Yeah,
something?
it's a thing. It's protection from red. There's a reason why they don't make cards with protection anymore. They make hexproof.
We're gonna bounce the mage naming. Which mage was that? It's so hard to tell.
Probably Vendilion Click,
That was
because I don't think
probably
he has a Snapcaster in his hand.
I think he does.
Does he have a snap? He just drew Teferi.
Yeah, the back card of his hand is a snap.
Okay, well.
He has the Judge promo snaps or the DCI Grand Prix, whatever the promo snap is.
Oh, that was an RPTQ one. See, I know that.
Oh yeah, okay.
As an RPTQ one. It was like from like a year or 2 ago. Like this year we get Noble Hierarchs. Last year was Emrakul, and the year before that was Snapcaster Mage.
Yeah, so he just played a Teferi, and that's big. That's big. He gets to bounce.
I don't know my Expedition lands. I know most of the other promo foils. Let's just be clear.
So it looks like the mage that went away was targeting Snap so that he could snap. Looks like Path. The other mage, the one that was naming Click.
Damn.
Give me a Mantis Rider, please. I'll say no Mantis Rider 1 time.
Mantis Rider 1 time. 1 time dealer.
It's an Auroch champion.
It was Athalia's lieutenant. Or Athalia.
It looked like a.
I think it was Thalia.
It's a white creature.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pretend to have like a 6th
It's
sense.
Thalia.
Yep, you're right. It's Thalia.
And there's a Meddling Mage.
I mean, Billy's not dead here.
So the prize, first place gets $400 and an invite to the RPTQ, that's Regional Pro Tour Qualifier, which is in December. And there's a couple you can go to. The closest one from here is Indianapolis, but there's also one in Nashville and Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. Depending on which one, depending on what friends of ours get qualified, we'll decide which one that we're all gonna go to.
So this meddling mage came down on Click again.
400 in cash or 480 in store credit. Although I wouldn't be surprised if the top 2 players do a redistribution, equally dividing the price, like the cash, the money, and then playing for the invite, which you're allowed to do.
And Tifa is actually completely correct. We do kill everyone that loses as they lose. We give them their store credit and then.
But yeah, single elimination, fight to the death.
We mean real elimination. We are very cutthroat up here.
Sure.
It's not a good one.
All right, this game is winding down. Yeah, Billy really can't play he can play the Thalia if he wants to, but it's just going to get shot down with his Staticaster. Man, this is the Staticaster's doing work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, that's what it does. Not even a Guru foil mount. Yeah, he's right. We'll get on Justin about that. His Guru's not even foil. Yeah, this game's going a whole lot of nowhere. Justin's just incrementally getting ahead here.
Yeah, it's kind of depressing in a way. It seems to me like the humans deck, like,
it's just slowly withering. There's basically no way for the humans deck to come back through this.
There's just so much removal out of the Jeskai deck. Like, we saw Billy take down Blue-White Control earlier because Blue-White doesn't have as much removal, and like Thalia, we were able to get a Thalia out early and really tax the mana a lot, and that just hasn't happened here.
Yeah. Isnu, you can just you can show your friends this match that'll be going up online here after the tournament's done. Show them what's up.
I mean, matchups, look, I don't really try to think of a matchup as favorable one way or another, because anything can happen in a given game. You can get the draw that beats your opponent. For example, the Tron versus Burn matchup.
Right. Billy just conceded to Justin here for a 2-0.
Okay, well,
so we're going to be going to the finals. Justin, and as an
alternate, as of yet undetermined, it will be Elves or Merfolk in the final against Jeskai. But yeah, like I was saying, like so, like it's not always clear cut. You know, like yeah, sure you can say that you're favored, but anything can happen. For example, absolutely. in the Tron v Burn matchup that Connor and I do a lot. You know, Burn's supposed to be favored there, and I'm not saying that it's not. It is. Like a Burn player can close out the game before Tron casts like a meaningful permanent. But you know, if Tron's on the play and gets natural Tron and plays a Wormcoil Engine, there may not be anything that the Burn player can do about it, and then they just kind of win. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's why we call a matchup like 70-30. Well, 30% of the time this happens. You get this draw, and guess what happens when you get that draw? You win.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go get our finals match set up here for you. We're going to find out about Merfolk.
We're going to find out if it's Merfolk or Elves playing against Jeskai. We'll be back as soon as possible.